Just 3 miles from junction 46 of the M4 motorway, the Lower Lliw Reservoir, the start of the Mawr Heritage Trail, is truly a hidden treasure, and local historian Johan Richard knows all there is to know about this wonderful part of rural Swansea.
This reservoir was completed in 1867 in the Victorian era to provide clean drinking water to the town people of Swansea, where there had been epidemics of ill health and cholera, and it was very successful in creating a clean town so many Swansea people. This area is known as Mawr. Mawr simply means big in Welsh, and it's a great area for walking and rambling and having picnics.
So the Mawr Heritage Trail starts and ends at the Lower Lliw Reservoir and Fishery. Pack up and then, following the purple signs, start walking around the reservoir. The word hue means colour, and the reservoir is a very popular attraction today with walkers, runners, dog walkers, families and fishermen, and is well stocked with fish. As well as ruins of an old 19th century gunpowder store, you'll come across Felindre, the remains of the winding headgear of the Victorian-era Felindre mine, which was abandoned in 1877.
Now, walkers have the option here to continue along this road for an extra mile or so to walk up to the Upper Lliw Reservoir, but I'm going to turn left here, down the steps to walk around the other side of the Lower Lliw Reservoir and then onto the village of Felindre.
Tread carefully down these steps, as they can be a little slippery in places, especially with autumn leaves underfoot. But this is a lovely walk for all ages and abilities, and the fishery side of the reservoir is very popular with wheelchair users and families with buggies. As you cross the little bridge and start walking around the other side of the reservoir, you'll soon realise that this walk is a million miles away from the motorway. It's full of bird life and magnificent trees, and the whole area is tranquil and relaxing. Just remember that some parts will be a little muddy, so you will need the appropriate footwear, and just take it nice and easy.
Again, if you do fancy a short walk just around the reservoir, then you can go back to the car park and the cafe. But this path is known as Llwybr y Bugail, or Shepherd's Path, and is a prominent nod to the agricultural heritage of this area. And this is the path that's going to take me into the village of Felindre.
The whole area is known as a proper farming area and has an excellent reputation for cattle and sheep farming in particular. Again, just take care along this part of the path if it's muddy underfoot, but take the time to enjoy the wonderful surroundings as you head towards Felindre village, and don't let the little rain put you off. Felindre translates as the mill town and is a thriving little village with a school, a village pub and a community hall, as well as the old flour mill building. Nebo Chapel is a typical Welsh country chapel, and its graveyard has a very interesting headstone, famous or infamous in this area.
It's known as the Murder Stone, and it commemorates one of the most notorious incidents in Mawr's long history, the murder of milkmaid Eleanor Williams, whose body was found in a well in 1832. Now, the perpetrator was never brought to justice, and according to local legend, this stone turns red on the anniversary of the crime.
So on this trail you can either retrace your steps back along Llwybr y Bugail to the reservoir, or you can continue through the village, up the hill and arrive back at the car park area. The circular walk option should take you around 2.5 to 3 hours and is approximately 3.5 to 4 miles.
And on a wet day, it can be a little muddy in places, so just be careful. But rain or not, this trail is a well-kept secret in rural Swansea, and once again, it's a long way away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Right, time for another coffee, I think.
Swansea Bay is well loved and is made up of 5 unique areas: Swansea, Mumbles, Gower, rural Swansea and Afan and the Vale of Neath. So if you'd like to know more about Swansea Bay and this, the Mawr Heritage Trail, then go to visitswanseabay.com/walking and enjoy.